Hello, everybody. Welcome to our online session. Today's session, we will discuss about the concept of variables. If you can remember, these classes we were discussing the basic concepts like identifiers. Then we discuss constants that we call it as literals. Then keywords. Then we discussed about data types. Then we discussed about operators also. In yesterday's session it was about operators, and today's session it's about variables. If you can remember, in any computer programming language, we don't directly store the values like 10, 20, like that. We usually use a name, store those value inside the name. See, if I want to store a value 5, usually we will assign a equals to 5. So what's happening? The value of 5 will be assigned to a variable called a. So variable is nothing but a storage space where our value can be location where our values will be stored. Okay. And in the program also, we don't use anywhere. If you want to use this value 5, we don't use 5 directly. We will use only a plus plus. Then what will happen? My answer will be a plus plus means 5. A is 5, so plus plus it will become 6. So variable is the name provided to store a value. We call it as a variable. Usually variable will store only one values. So that's about variable. Next, we will see actually this variable and all we have studied in C programming also. So you people are not new to this concept variables and all. And next is how we will declare a variable. Okay, declare a variable like other programming language. Here also, first you have to specify the data type, space, specify the variable name. And if you want, you can give the value, or you don't want, no need to specify the value. For example, I want to store 10.5 means I can declare it as float 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 x equals to 10.5, end it with semicolon. So you tell me the syntax. First specify the data type, then variable name. And if you want to give the value directly, use equal to symbol, then specify the variable. So this is data type, this is variable name, and this is the value. This is how we will declare our variable name. Here we will see some example. I want to declare 3 variables, so I can give int a, b, c, and one more thing here, int should be in a small letters. And then or if I want to give the initialize the value itself, then I can give int a equals to 10 and b equals to 10. Next is one more data type, byte b equal to 22 I have given. I want to store a decimal value, means you can declare it as double or float. Okay, both is there in like C programming. Here also you have both. Double pi equal to 3.14159, or float also you can use. Or if you want to store a single letter, then you can go for an option called char. If you want to store your name and all, when we have to go to a concept called as strings and all will come in arrays. Okay, that and all in say next chapter. So only a single letter when you want to store, you can use a word called char. So remember, variable declaration, data type, space, variable name, and then if you want to give a value, use a word called equal to, and then specify the value, end it with semicolon. And also, if you remember, to decide the variable names, what rules we use it for identifier, same rules we have to use. You always variable name should start with alphabets. Numbers are allowed, but not in the first position. Uh, no special symbols are except allowed underscore. Okay. No other symbols are being allowed. That's the thing. Same rule you have to remember here also. And no keywords cannot be declared it as a variable. I can't give int else equals to 10. Else is a keyword, so I can't use it as a variable name. In Java, this is one of the important question. different types of variables. Variables also can be of three types: local variable, instance variable, and class variable. Any variable which I declare within a methods or a constructor or a block of statement, then I call it as local variable. Instance variable means variable declared inside in a class but outside the method or constructor or a block. So after a class declaration, class name, then you will give no public static void main string of argues, then open a flower bracket. Then if you give int comma a comma b comma c, like that, if you give that, it is called instant variable inside a class but not outside the any methods and all. If it comes, then I call it as instant variable. Next comes the static or class variable. Whenever I declare a variable with the static as a keyword, then that kind of variable I call it as static variable or class variable. Static int a equals to 5. Static float pi equal to 3.14. Like that, when I declare using a term called static, then I call it as class or static variable. See, class variables are also known as static variables, are declared with a keyword called static in a class, but outside a method, constructor, or block. Okay. Static variables are rarely used other than being declared as constants. Constants are a variable that are declared as public or private, final or static. Constant variable never changes from initial value. So what's the concept of static is, when I want to declare anything as a constant value, then I can prefer to use it as static. And one more speciality of static is, whenever you use a word static, system loads that particular variable faster in the beginning itself rather than the normal declaration. So wherever I want to use any value as a constant value, in that place I can go and declare it as static variable. So variable is of three type: local variable, within the method and all, if you give, we call it as local variable. Once again, I'm the method. What is method means, if you can remember, we have seen called functions. Functions means, instead of writing a one program, I can divide my program into small type and I will write. That concept we call it as functions. In Java, instead of function, the same concept only we call it as method. Instead of doddu program bariyakinda, small program barabittu, whenever I want, I call the method. So within a method, when I use a declare a variable, then I call it as local variable. Class olage declare madidre, then I call it as instant variable. When I use a variable with a keyword called static, then I call it as static variable. So there are three types of variable: local variable, instance variable, and static variable. The next concept I wanted to, this typecasting we have done already. Next concept I wanted to do is mathematical function in Java. If you can remember, in C program also we have built in mathematical function, like sqrt means square root, pow means power function, cos means const value you will return. Like that, in Java also supports mathematical function. This mathematical function, when I want to use, I need to use a package called java.lang.math. Okay. You remember in C and all, whenever we write a program, hash include stdio.h we give. When we use string function, we will give hash include string.h. When we use mathematical function, we will write hash include math.h. Same way, in Java, when you want to call mathematical function, and you need to use this java.math. Okay. And understand, Java should be in small letter, lan also should be in small letter, math, m alone should be in capital letter. This is how we will declare, and then we will start. So it will support some functions like exponential functions, logarithm, square root, and trigonometrical function. It will support. Java has lot of built-in mathematical function. Whichever you want, you can use it up. So we will see some of the mathematical function available in Java. So this is the place we will give. See, io.o we have given. No, here we have to give import space import Java dot lan dot math. This also you have to specify. I have not specified math. dot asterisk. Like this you need to specify import space java dot, like along with IO function you have to call math function also. Okay. To start with, let me erase all the ink mark. I'm giving a class name, class name. Then you will give public static void main. In upcoming classes you will understand why when we are executing a program we will give the throw IO exception. Maybe in upcoming class I will tell you why we give this IO exception. Okay. Then just all print statement, that's all. System.out.println, I want to print a sign value. So I will give math, M alone is capital letter, dot sign of 30. So it will return sign value. Next I want cos value, means I will give math dot cos of 30, it will return cos value. Tan, if I give, it will return tan value. Sine inverse means I can give math dot a sine. Cos inverse means math dot a cos. Tan inverse means math dot a tan. Exponential means math exponent value of 2 I wanted, so I will give math dot exp of 2. Apart from that, I have one power function 2 to the power of 3 I wanted, means math power of 2 comma 3. I want absolute value, that means negative should be removed and it should give the whole number. So math dot apps, round of value, instead of 10.456 it should round off the value and give 10.5 like that, or it should give 10.4. So I can give round dot 10 value. Ceiling means to the topper level, to the highest level it will think. So 10.4, when I give apply ceiling, it will become 10. Flooring means to the bottom level, 10.456, to that bottom level it will adjust and round off and give. Then math dot square root, and I want to find maximum 2 comma 16. When I give, my answer will be maximum value, so 16 will be answer. And when I say math dot min, it will return 2 as the answer. So these are the some of the mathematical function. At least remember 5, 6 functions thing. Okay, this is one of the concept which comes in our first chapter, mathematical functions in Java. The output of the program will be like this, which will calculate all the value, sine value, cos value, tan value, sine inverse, cos inverse, like that it will show. Okay. Next class, actually this is a very small class, one small 2 topics were left out, so I wanted to finish. And from our next class we will start with control statements, like decision making statement and looping statement, or if statement and switch statement, for, while, do while statements and all. Okay. So with this we stop. Have a nice day. Yesterday's notes, operator notes, and also this notes you update in your notebook and upload it in our classroom app for attendance. Thank you for this session. Bye for now. Have a nice day.